is there a way of healthy dialogue? Like I've seen him on interviews where he's been disagreed with and he's learned. Even when it comes to like him converting to Islam, like you see him humbly sitting back learning and listening while they're talking to him, right? He didn't go back and argue. You see him being in a point of humility. So I think that's important. Now you get some leaders where it's like, I'm not listening to nobody. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm who I am, right? And I get it. The millionaires that I'm around, some of them do think like that. Can't nobody tell me what to do. But if you come down to it, to somebody like, I think you should at least see if this person has some sort of empathy and can take a counter argument. And I feel like he can. I feel like, to be fair, Andrew Tate is the kind of guy who can be disagreed with. Like you look at him on that show, Grilling. The girl was grilling him and he took it. He took it on the chin and they talked, they disagreed, and then they said what they had to say. And I feel like he took it well, right? Now, if you're the kind of leader that's just like, I don't care about nobody, you know, my way goes, I'm dominating on everybody, like, I'm not going to change my opinion no matter what nobody say. And he stands on what he believes in, but I feel like when it comes to him being criticized, he doesn't shy away from being on interviews with opposing opinions. Now, that'd be a problem if you build like a cult and then there's no opposing opinions. Now, that's a red flag. But I feel like in this situation, it's been like, okay, let's dialogue. Let's go back and forth. Let's disagree. And that's kind of where I feel like, man, a lot of this is BS, because it's like, bro literally has been open to talk. You know what I mean? And like a lot of stuff makes sense. Like I said, I don't agree with everything, but a lot of the stuff makes sense. There's a lot of things that he said that's personally impacted my life. Like I said, when he look at people and be like, you know, it's all in fun and dandy when he talks to the guys like that. But then when he starts saying stuff about like, okay, you know, here's my issue that I feel like in society with women, then it's like, whoa. But when he come down hard on the men, it's like, yeah, get him, get him, get him. And that's when it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, is there a double standard? Or can we really have these conversations? You know what I mean? But I feel like people really take these micro clips and they don't have full context, and then they take it out of line, and then they start throwing these stones. Because like he said before, there's compilations on TikTok of him, of people walking up asking, do you like Andrew Tate? Do you like Andrew Tate? And they're like, no, he's misogynistic. And they're like, okay, tell me why. And then they can't tell him. They can't tell the interviewer why he's misogynistic. So this is like, it's not, to me, I'm not like, oh, he's innocent, he's not wrong. It's more like, yo, let's at least be honest here. Let's at least be honest in a way. And say like, okay, if we live in America with freedom of speech, can we at least have dialogue and disagree with each other? I feel like we can't. Now in America, we can't have dialogue. We can't disagree. The moment you say something that people don't like, you getting canceled, you getting fired, all that. You know what I mean? Stuff I say in this video, people might be trying to clip and cancel me. Like, come on, man. Like that's real talk, you know? I just feel like if something really do happen to him, it's going to prove that everything he said was right. But still, people going to turn a blind eye to it. Men are tapping out of life at a high alarming rate. At a high alarming rate. You got the guy at Disney who, you know, gave up on life. You got Ellen's DJ that just gave up on life. You got who else? It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. You got the guy from Power Rangers that went through a divorce and he gave up on life. You know, you got like guys like Tom Brady who would say, okay, I'm not going to give up, but you never know. And I experienced this firsthand where like somebody was trying to say something about me, like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this. And I had a whole community turn their back on me just because of what a woman said. And I'm like, dang, now these people seeing that wasn't me. That's not who I am. You know, oh, Trey's this, he's... And then you look, black men, they like, oh yeah. They saying he this, he that, he this and that. Oh yeah, okay, we gonna believe you. And I watch people that I knew for years turn their back on me, and that's why I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So that's why it's like, man, I'm not really like with all the whole, oh, let's cancel him. Because I'm like, a lot of this stuff be real. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I went through where it's like I told you, I was broke and bored, and I said, I got a lot of time. What can I do with this time? Let me get up and go make some money. And then it changed my life. My quality of life is way better. And then I look at like, it took one person to say things about me, and many people believed it. Many people believed it. I lost friends that I knew for 5, 6 years. And that's why I'm like, yo, I'm glad I got people standing up talking about these complex issues. We talk about Rollo Tomasi, Rational Male. He be breaking it down, you feel me? And like, that's why I'm like, man, yo, a lot of this is BS, man, because men do need leaders, though. I'm not gonna lie, men need leaders. And I try my best to be a leader for men in the way that I can be. Like, I'm not the most known people. I got over 1 million followers on TikTok, 100K on Instagram. But I'm not the most known, but I do my best at being a role model for young men. Not in a way where I teach hate, but just more like life skills, right? But men need leaders today. Men are lost. Men are hurting. And we need somebody who can speak to the men. We need somebody who can encourage men and build men up. But we ain't got that today. Because the moment we get that, they trying to lock us up. They trying to threaten us. They trying to cancel us. You know what I mean? And I get it. There's some stuff where it's like, okay, I see why people are uproaring and raging about that. But I feel like, man, if men are really tapping out of life this much, we need leaders. Because when these men give up on life, nobody cares. If you're a man and you watching this, when your car break down, who cares? Nobody. Your mama. Your mama care. But that's it. Your job not gonna care if your car breaks